it's really not for me personally to judge, but, whether or not the current US president deserves the Ukrainian prize, I don't know. But he is really doing a lot to resolve it. Such complex crises that last for decades, for years, or even decades. I've already said this for sure. I know regarding the crisis in Ukraine, he sincerely strives for this. Some things have worked out, some things haven't. Maybe we'll still be able to accomplish a lot based on the agreements and discussions in Anchorage. But he is definitely making an effort, definitely working on these issues, on achieving peace and resolving complex international situations. The most striking example is the situation in the Middle East. If he manages to bring to completion everything Donald has been striving for, everything he has talked about and is trying to do, then that will be a historic event. It is simply a historic event. And if you noticed, yesterday I spoke with the Prime Minister of Iraq, who is currently heading the League of Arab States. We agreed with him that we would even postpone our meeting between Russia and the League of Arab States. And I did this, it was my initiative. I did this precisely because I do not want to interfere with the process that is currently, as we hope, it has been established and is progressing, by the way, on the initiative and with the direct involvement of Trump in the Middle East. Well, isn't that an achievement? It is an achievement. But I repeat, it's not for me to decide whether this deserves an award or not, and whether this kind of achievement deserves an award of this kind. We have a very high level of trust with our Arab friends from Palestine, and from the very beginning, as I said when I spoke at the Valdai Club, we support the initiatives of the United States. President Trump is in this direction, on this track. But one of the key issues is the question of creating a Palestinian state. And of course, this is a question about the future. As far as I understand, I haven't yet studied all these proposals in detail, but there is also an issue related to the transfer of power in the enclave to the Palestinian administration after some time and its formation. Issues related to ensuring security, creating a local militia, taking into account the level of trust that exists between Russia and our Arab friends, including and above all our Palestinian friends. Of course, I believe our participation could be in demand. If our friends consider this to be the case, we will, of course, always be ready to take part in this. We have participated in this for decades, and I believe that Russia has something to say and something to offer in addressing the issues that will inevitably arise during the implementation of the agreements reached.
The Nobel Peace Prize will be announced on Friday. You've been nominated by many world
by many countries. That's right.
Many countries as well as the hostage families. Do you think you will win?
I have no idea. I mean, look, I did settle. Marco would tell you we settled 7 wars. We're close to settling an 8th. And I think we'll end up settling the Russia situation, which is horrible. 7,000 people died last week, by the way, in Russia, between Russia and Ukraine. I think we'll settle that. So I don't think anybody in history has settled that many, but perhaps they'll find a reason not to give it to me, you know? Perhaps they will.